Are we live? Hey everyone, this is Paul Gale from paulgalenetwork.com, and we are just moments away from the Super Nintendo World Direct. Oh, I'm so excited for this. It is December 18th, 2020. It is just about to turn 3 p.m. on the Pacific Coast, and this should be a very special presentation of Nintendo's. I've been looking forward to this for a long time. It was originally my intention to go to Japan at the launch of Super Nintendo World. Oh, here we are. Wow. Mr. Miyamoto here.
マリオのお父さんの宮本です。今回のダイレクトはゲームのお知らせではありません。ついに日本のここユニバーサル・スタジオ・ジャパンにリアルなマリオの世界を体験できるスーパー・ニンテンドー・ワールドが完成しました。そこで今日は私、宮本が直接世界中の皆さんに世界で初めてスーパー・ニンテンドー・ワールドの中を紹介していきたいと思います。あちらの大きな土管が入り口です。それではThere we go!
Oh man, this is cool.
中はどうなってるんでしょうね。ゲームの中ではね、土管の中はあまり描いてこなかったので、実際にリアルなサイズのワープ土管を作ると、どんな中身がいいのかということで、いろいろアイデアをみんなで議論しました。でたくさんのアイデアが出て、それを全部作ったら一つのアトラクションになるということで、シンプルなワープ土管です。皆さんでワープしてください。
Super cool going through the warp pipe with Mr. Miyamoto here.
さあ、
Oh,
ワープして出てきた先はどこなんでしょうね、ここは。
Princess Peach's castle. Oh, it looks so beautiful. Nostalgia.
音楽が流れてますね。この音楽聴いてると、ほら、スーパーマリオ64のロビーですね。こうしていろんなマリオシリーズの音楽が流れてるので楽しんでください。壁に絵もありますよ。
This is going to be such a joy to go to.
さあ、それでは表に出てみましょう。
Oh, here we go. Dang, that looks bright and awesome.
本当に作ってしまいました。現実に見ると大迫力で中央にマウントビームポールがそびえ立って、その
Mount beam pole with a flag at the top.
このピーチ城の前の広場からエリア全体を見てみましょう。向こうの方にはヨッシーやクリボーの姿も見えますね。それぞれがゲームのように動いています。いろんなキャラクターがいて、本当のマリオの世界、キノコ王国に来たみたいです。それではちょっと歩きながら見てまいり
Oh, that
まし
looks
ょう。
nice from the other side.
さあ、このスーパーニンテンドーワールドの中はいろんなキャラクターが動き回ってるんですけども、それだけじゃないんですよ。ゲストの皆さんが自分でインタラクティブに関わることもできます。
He's got the watch on.
はい。ハテナブロックのアクティビティのところに来ました。私がつけてるこれ、パワーアップバンドがあるとさらに楽しく遊べます。こんな感じで手首に巻きつけるんですけども、このパワーアップバンドを使ってエリア内のあちこちに隠された秘密を探したり、いろんなアクティビティを遊んだりすると、このパワーアップバンドに記録されます。そしてバンドについている QR コードを読み込むと、スマートフォンのアプリと連動して自分の状態を知ることができるんですね。試しにやってみましょうか。ここのハテナブロックを。
That's fun. I like the interactivity.
コインって言いましたね。それでスマートフォンの方を見てみると、ちゃんと1枚カウントされましたね。この感じでこのバンドを使ってエリア内のいろんなところに隠されている秘密を見つけてください。バンドは全部で6種類あります。さらにこのバンドは実はアミーボの機能もついているので、自宅に帰ってからも使ってみてください。それではもう少し先に行ってみましょう。はい。だんだんとブロックの景色に近づいてきました。すごいね、近づくと迫力ありますよね。さらにいろんなものが動いてます。こちらにでっかいパックンフラワーがいましたね。これもアクティビティの一つなんですけども、今日は紹介しません。眠ってるようなので、そっと起こさないように行きましょう。
This is a dream come true for me, this park.
さあ、こちらにあるのはノコノコですね。ノコノコのアクティビティ、これを少し今日は紹介しましょう。 はい、のこのこのいる土管の上にある鍵が欲しいんですね。こちらにはパワーブロックがあります。早速遊んでみましょう。
That's cool.
こうしてパワーブロックのパワーが伝わっていきます。ちゃんとタイミングを合わせて取らないとダメなんですね。あ、やりました。このようにタッチして鍵がもらえます。その鍵はパワーアップバンドに記録されています。こういう体験できる遊びをアクティビティと呼んでいます。コインブロックのようなちっちゃな体験とちょっと大型のアクティビティがあるんですけども、いくつかのアクティビティの中で3つの鍵を手に入れると最終アクティビティクッパジュニアとのバトル、これにチャレンジできます。それではもう一つ見てみましょうか。
Wow.
はい、ここから地下ステージです。本当に巨大な
Everything looks
迷路のよう
wonderful.
なリアルな地下洞窟を作ってしまいました。怪しい雰囲気ですよね。気をつけてください。あら、ブロック見つけました。ちょっと叩いてみますね。
Oh, I love this music.
さっきからあちこちに気になるところがありますよね。こんなマークを見つけたらちょっとバンドをかざしてみます。クッパが現れました。最終ボスです。そんなわけないですよね。さらに奥に行きます。
I love it.
ボム兵がいました。これね、ボム兵気をつけてくださいよ。ほら、爆発した。
What a wonderful host to take us through.
気をつけてくださいね。爆発しました。
Wow, we've never seen any of this part of the park before in any of the aerial shots or pictures.
ちっちゃくなってますよ。ちゃんとついてきてくださいね。
This is all new. This is all exciting.
ああ、なんかブロックが巨大に見えてきましたね。ちっちゃくなってしまったみたいですね。ここに巨大なハテナブロック見つけました。叩いてみましょう。さあ、今度はコインがもらいました。1枚だけですけどね。さらに奥に巨大なボム兵がいます。踏み潰されないようにしたいですね。この巨大なボム兵もアクティビティの一つです。さあ、どんなインタラクティブなのか、それは皆さんが実際ここに来て体験してください。はい。
Made it out. Cool.
体もね、元の大きさに戻りましたね。じゃあ次へ行きましょう。
I'm going to need that shirt.
さあ、次にやってきたのはスーパー・ニンテンドーワールドのヒットショップ、ワンアップファクトリーです。土管の中はおもちゃの工場になっていて、世界中でここだけにしかないスーパーマリオのグッズを作って販売しています。
Oh, these are
その
cool.
中でも今日は任天堂の開発チームが作ったスペシャルなおもちゃを一つご紹介します。これです。
Oh, that is
ト
awesome.
コトコマリオと言います。名前の通り、こうして押すとマリオがトコトコ歩くんです。電池はいりません。開発チームが
That's
細
neat.
かな動きにまでこだわって作りました。ビデオゲームだけじゃなくて、こういうリアルなものを作るのも開発のメンバーとても楽しんでるんですね。それでは皆さんもお楽しみください。では次の場所に行ってみましょう。
I have a feeling that if I go, I'd get one of everything. Oh, man.
これですか？ポップコーンです。ポップコーンなんか食べながら歩くと行儀が悪いって叱られそうですけども、これはユニバーサル・スタジオが作った特別なポップコーンです。カラメルピーチ味とマッシュルーム味があります。でもオリジナルの食べ物はこれだけじゃないんですね。はい、スーパー・ニンテンドー・ワールドでお腹が空いた時はこちらキノピオカフェです。お、どうしルイージマリオもどうして
Oh, it's so sweet. I love it.
写真撮影してるのか。おう、 じゃあカメラさんの方向いて写真撮ろうか。よし。じゃあ行きますよ。3、2、1。オキドキ。
It was nice hearing Charles there for
あ
a
りが
moment.
とう。じゃあお父さんもね忙しいから。
Got Mario and Luigi. I love how he refers to himself as their dad. That's wonderful. That's a beautiful touch.
さあじゃあ
It's
キノ
fun.
ピオカフェの方に入っていきましょう。はい、キノピオカフェに入ってきましたね。ここでもなんかアイテムがもらえるみたいですよ。あ、ここにありました。じゃあ大きな包みと小さな包み、当然大きい方ですよね。コインがたくさんもらいました。じゃあ奥へ行きましょうか。ここはキノピオたちが運営してるんですね。キノピオは僕らを迎えてくれます。あ、シェフが来ましたね。シェフ、おい、こんにちは。
Toad's voice is
はい
great.
あ、もう言いました。もうシェフキノピオ。はい。はい。シェフがね、開発したキノコ料理がいっぱいあるんですよね。壁にはこんなにメニューが並んでます。
That's cool. Those food items, those choices
は
look
い。
nice.
ペコペコなんでそろそろ中に入っていきます。はい。中はこんな感じです。たくさんの方が食事できるようにとても広くなってます。天井にはいろんなパワーアップアイテムがあるんですね。皆さんもここでご飯を食べてパワーアップしてください。奥の壁の窓を見てください。そこから
Could see them in the kitchen. Oh, it looks like we have a little pause. Hopefully that buffers out soon. I don't know if it's happening for just us or for everyone, but I have to say right now, this is an awesome presentation. It's full of charm, and I love Mr. Miyamoto. I've had the pleasure of meeting him a dozen or so times over the years. You know,
厨房の様子が見えます。
awesome person.
キノピオたちが大勢で頑張って料理を作ってくれています。メニューはもちろんキノコ国特製ですよ。僕らもシェフが作ってくれた料理をたくさん試食して、その中から選びました。厳選されたメニューを提供しています。例えばマリオバーガーはキノコの
Mustache, everything. That
これ
was
もキノ
cool.
コを使っていて美味しいですよ。他にもたくさんあるので、スーパーニンテンドーワールドで冒険に使えた時はぜひ立ち寄ってシェフキノピオの料理を味わってくださいね。スーパーニンテンドーワールドいかがでしたか？ファミリーコンピューターのスーパーマリオブラザーズが誕生して今年で35年になります。そして今年なんとそのゲームの世界をここユニバーサル・スタジオに本気で作ってしまったんですね。マリオメーカーのように簡単に作れればいいんですけども、リアルに作るのは簡単ではないです。それをユニバーサル・クリエイティブの皆さんが本気で作ってくれました。今回ご紹介したのはほんの一部です。まだまだお楽しみがたくさんあります。スーパーニンテンドーワールドは日本のユニバーサル・スタジオで2月4日にグランドオープンとなりますが、現在は新型コロナウイルスの影響で海外からお越しいただくのはちょっと難しい状況かと思います。ただまあ少しお時間をいただくことになりますが、日本以外の国でもスーパーニンテンドーワールドが計画されています。アメリカではロサンゼルスのハリウッドとフロリダのオーランド、そしてさらにアジアではシンガポールでもそれぞれのユニバーサル・スタジオでスーパーニンテンドーワールドが展開されます。ですが、もしそれまでに安心して自由に行き来できる状態になれば、ぜひここ日本のスーパーニンテンドーワールドに来てください。スーパーニンテンドーワールドは世界中の皆さんをお待ちしています。さて、
Oh, they're gonna give us Bowser's Castle. Let's see Mario Kart Ride.
アトラクションになっていて、スーパー軍団とのバトルが待ち受けています。
Woof.
任天堂とユニバーサルが作る以上は世界初めてのアトラクションにしたいという意気込みで、なんと6年もかかってしまいました。
6 years
そし
of
て皆さ
development.
んは間もなく世界初の体験ができます。最後にちょっとだけお城の中を覗いてみましょうか。
Oh. This is the big attraction.
さあ、階段の上には巨大なクッパが待ち構えています。
Look at that beautiful
お
castle,
ー、そばから
beautiful
見ると
statue.
怖いですね。なんかろうそくの明かりもゆらゆらとしてて毛が細かいですね。それでは先へ進みましょ
I have my awesome
Hi.
Bowser statue in the
う。もう
back.
少し先に
Not this
進
big
む
though.
とマリオカートシリーズのおなじみのトロフィーが飾られてますね。そしてユニバーサル・スタジオ限定のトロフィー、これが今回のレースのトロフィーです。隣にはクッパからの挑戦状も来てますね。漢字が書けたんですね。クッパからの挑戦状というタイトル通り、マリオに勝つためにクッパたちが準備した特別なコースでのレース
Oh
に
yeah.
マリオチームの一員になって皆さんにチャレンジしていただきます。さて、チームクッパが隅々まで知り尽くした彼らのコースで
Are we going to get to see the course itself?
皆さんの健闘を期待します。
Hmm.
いかがでしたでしょうか。ここから先はぜひ皆さんご自身で体験していただけたらと思います。それでは皆さん、スーパーニンテンドーワールドでお会いしましょう。ご視聴ありがとうございました。では、行ってきます。
Yup, that's it. Okay. Wow, did that feel good? You know, just a few days ago, I was talking on Video Game News with Paul Gale Network that, you know, this Masahiro Sakurai presentation of Sephiroth might be the last, you know, direct-like presentation that we get from Nintendo this year. We've had a lot of Nintendo Direct Minis, Nintendo Direct Mini partner showcases, Indie World presentations. We've had sudden drops throughout the year, you know, with Paper Mario, The Origami King, Hyrule Warriors, Age of Calamity. We've had solid amount of releases from Animal Crossing to Xenoblade Chronicles Remastered, and of course to Pikmin 3. And then now leading up to Super Nintendo World Direct. I thought this was an awesome presentation, you know, little over 15 minutes long. We didn't get to go on the Yoshi ride and see what exactly the line looks like and see what the ride is all about, but I'm sure we will see footage sooner than February 4th, or at the very latest, February 4th, when the park opens up. We didn't get to see the full Mario Kart ride itself, just the walkway that I've also covered on the channel before, but what we did see, hopping into some of the different zones of where you get to place contact of, you know, your special watch to these items, these blocks throughout the park. The cafe, the dining area of the cafe, the underground music playing in the underground world. You getting that feeling that you're small and seeing Giant Bomb inside Princess Peach's castle. You know, the courtyard. It's fantastic stuff. It's a nice looking park. Everything looks beautiful. You know, for me, Nintendo holds such an important place in my heart, in my mind. I'm 37 years old, and Nintendo has been there with me for almost as many years as I have been alive, you know, since started playing video games probably in 1987 as a little 4-year-old Paul. So you can look back and see this is a lot. This is special to me. This is 33 years worth of my love of Nintendo, and in particular in this case, my love of Super Mario. You know, that's why I, you know, created my Super Mario pool mosaic with, you know, Starman or the Superstar to celebrate the 35th anniversary. You know, gutted the pool, replastered it, individually put in small 1-inch by 1-inch tile pieces to make, you know, an 8-bit Mario and an 8-bit Starman. You know, that's why I got this custom Nintendo Switch t-shirt, you know, that I've been wearing for the last few years, since before Nintendo Switch was even available. You know, the company means a lot to me. It would be one thing if I just liked the games, but I love the games. The games hold a really special place, and I respect Nintendo's commitment to the franchises, you know? It's not like we just get one entry and that's it. They've kept Mario relevant for 35 years, bringing out new entries in both the 2D and the 3D Nintendo Super Mario titles for the entire span that Mario's been out. You know, and they do this with The Legend of Zelda and Metroid and Donkey Kong and Star Fox and Pikmin. Some of the titles don't get released in, you know, as as often as we would like. You know, some titles remain dormant for a bit, but for the most part, you're never waiting too long until you get your next Smash Brothers game, your next Mario Kart game. And outside of gaming, the partnerships that Nintendo has been just ever increasing, you know, with shoe companies like Puma this year, Adidas back in 2016, you know, Cold Stone Creamery this year, Yogurtland a couple of years ago. Uh, it's nice seeing, you know, it's a good thing to be a Nintendo fan. You get clothes, you get games, you get animated projects, and then, you know, coming up soon, within the next couple of years, we're getting our CG Super Mario movie. I can't wait for that. Technology has come so far. You know, look at the trailers of Super Smash Bros. Ultimate, right? Every trailer is in such high fidelity graphics. Look at Mario, look at Link and their interaction with Cloud and, you know, Simon Belmont and Sephiroth and Ridley, Mega Man, Charizard, Pikachu. It looks stunning, right? Picture a whole movie looking like that. That's what we're getting in a couple of years. And it'll probably be an original story loosely based off of some material, maybe completely original, but hey, we're going to get Mario and presumably, you know, Yoshi and Princess Peach and Luigi and Bowser, King Koopa, Toad in this awesome movie. I can't wait. And this park is fantastic because as a kid, I would dream, I would draw up concepts and designs of like, oh, you know, a really fast, you know, straight line F-Zero, you know, roller coaster, a twisty, curvy, you know, Metroid Samus Aran themed coaster, less focused on speed but still pretty fast in Samus's gunship with some music going by, a live action theater of Link and Ganondorf, and you know, you could sit in the audience and see them fight, you know, kind of combination of advanced puppeteering work with, you know, robotics and real, you know, human actresses portraying the characters, you know, a Donkey Kong Roaring Rapids ride or a Mario Kart ride. Just I went on and thinking of these ideas, you know, a Star Fox ride where you're, you know, in an R-wing ship and then around you is space and the ride itself is moving, but you're just kind of, you know, staying stationary, and it's a simulated experience. Uh, and that was my dream of, you know, Nintendo Land or Nintendo World, whatever I came up with back in the day. I'm sure I've, you know, tossed between both. And here we have it, Super Nintendo World. It's here. You know, when they announced this several years ago, I was so happy. And I'm so proud of Nintendo in coming out with it. I think they did a great job with Universal Studios Japan in this case, you know, coming up with a design. I visited Universal Studios Hollywood a couple of times in the last few years, and I've seen slowly but surely that part of the park getting bigger and bigger. So I think that attention to detail is awesome. I'm looking forward to going eventually to the Hollywood location since it's, you know, 20 miles from my house. Hopefully the one in Orlando opens up in a timely manner. Probably Hollywood's coming next, followed by Orlando. The one in Asia, I don't know what's the timetable like on that one, but you know, I wouldn't be surprised if all four of these parks had something different to them. Maybe one will have what everyone else has is, and that'll be like, you know, the grand place where if you want to experience what everyone's got, you go to, you know, this said location. We know we're getting a Donkey Kong ride in the future. That's cool. You know, it'll be interesting to see how the parks continue to expand with land and more areas. I like how elevated this park looks. You know, you walk inside and you look all around and you see a combination of, you know, real trees in the environment and, you know, big backdrops of the rolling green hills from Super Mario. And it's just wonderful. You know, like I said, they didn't have an original release date, but they did say early July, which really fit well with my plan of going for my 37th birthday this past July 7th, 2020. Obviously, with COVID-19 and whatnot, plans shifted, the world shifted, and understandably so that the park got delayed. But, we're getting it February 4th next year. That means if I go, it's no longer a 37th birthday treat to myself and, potentially my family, the four of us going. But, I'm definitely still considering going to the launch, but that's in less than 2 months. So we need to learn a few more details on price, availability, requirements to get in. How many people are they letting in at a time? Is there, mandatory testing before? Do you have to sign quarantine papers leading up to it, etc. And there's also the, topic of work and whatnot, but that could even be handled since a lot of the work that I do is able to be done online and has been done online to a certain extent this year. This is great though. This was a fun direct. I guess I'll say it once more because I said it just a few days ago that if this Sephiroth event is the last thing, that's a cool way to end the year. Don't know if we'll get anything else. And sure enough, here we go. Super Nintendo World Direct. But I'll say it once again, just in case that brought a little luck. I don't know if anything else is coming from Nintendo in the next 13 days of 2020. To be on the safe side, I'd say this is probably it. But you never know. We've got 13 days. We've got just under 2 weeks where Nintendo could say, here's one last Direct Mini. Or here's an exclusive look at just one game in particular that we know that you're looking forward to, like the sequel to Breath of the Wild or Metroid Prime 4. Or here's a full-on grand 45-minute Nintendo Direct. Those get kind of increasingly more and more unlikely, but you never know. This is Nintendo. They do awesome things. And as I also stated earlier, I've had the pleasure of meeting Mr. Miyamoto several times from 2001 or 2 all the way up to 2019. We first met, and the day that I met Mr. Miyamoto, I also met Mr. Iwata and George Harrison, and I later on met Mr. Miyamoto and Mr. Iwata again. And then, and I'm talking about together, and I have pictures and conversations of these two gentlemen, these two heroes, together. And then Mr. Iwata in an individual case, and then Mr. Miyamoto, many other times since then, leading up until, I think 2019 was the last time we talked at an E3 and, took our almost annual photo since, I've been to 20 E3 shows and I've seen him for quite a few of them. But great person. I love the people at Nintendo. Mr. Iwata was a truly awesome president, treated people with kindness and respect. And that goes for, a lot of the people, everybody, in fact, that I've met over the years. Mr. Reggie Fils-Aimé, Mr. Miyamoto, Charles Martinet, lots of fantastic people that work at the company. And then that includes people that don't have necessarily the most recognizable name: Nate Bildorf, Rich Amtower, Jason Mahaffey, Gil Ruda. Plenty of people that I've met. It's a great place. It's a great company. They make amazing products. They respect their fans. They give us a lot. And I see them evolving. They've always been a pioneer in technology in terms of video game hardware and video game controllers, games, genres, and now that they are expanding more into theme parks and movies and toy lines with Amiibo, I just see that my life passion is continuing to grow and get stronger, and I'm so happy to have found them back in the day, and now as a dad I'm able to pass on this love and share this connection with my kids and seeing stuff that I loved growing up. And Nintendo has been with me as, like I said, a 4-year-old, a 10-year-old, a 16-year-old, a 20-year-old, 25, 30, 37-year-old. I think back and I have all of these different memories of Nintendo with me at different ages, at different times of my life, at different grades in school, at different belts that I've passed in my martial arts career at different times of different jobs, different titles that I've held, different friends that I've made through Nintendo, the literal people working there at these different E3s. So there's a lot of history. So I'm as big as a fan as it gets, Like I said, I wore this shirt. Make my Nintendo Halloween pumpkin carvings. Nintendo Power had me in their magazine. I was in a Nintendo Switch commercial with John Cena, which was great back in 2017, just before Nintendo Switch came out. Wearing this shirt, in fact. It's just wonderful. Looking forward to what the future holds. I'm looking forward to the Nintendo Hollywood store opening up eventually. PaulGaleNetwork.com did first exclusively reveal that it is coming, but has been delayed quite significantly from even official announcement plans. But it is coming, so hopefully next year we get an official announcement, and then we can look back and see, PGN talked about that a few years ago. So anyhow, thank you for watching. This is Paul Gale Network signing out. Hope you enjoyed my live reaction videos / follow-up general thoughts of this Super Nintendo World Direct presentation. Take it easy, everybody.